That's a great question. So there's sort of two centers of it. Well, three centers of it. It's sort of China, US, and then to a degree, Paris. And what's funny is the expertise comes from all over the world. There are great Italian geneticists, people like Mauro Ferrari and others. But the companies themselves tend to be based in the US, in Silicon Valley. A lot of the best ones are in Baltimore, Maryland, near Johns Hopkins. The largest sequencer of genetic data in the world actually is a company called BGI, which is the Beijing Genomics Institute in China. The problem is that Italy, a country of like 60 million people, has so much more creativity than China, a country of 1.3 billion, not on just an average basis, but on a total basis. And so the Chinese lack the creativity to be able to come up with the new innovations. And even though it's a huge country, it's actually it's a genetically fairly homogeneous country. So it's, Han Chinese. There's actually a lot more diversity in the United States, which only has 320 million people, than China, which has 1.4 billion people. So even though China is doing more of the genetic sequencing and more of the work, the Americans are working with a richer data set. So right now, the US and the Chinese are the strongest, but the Swiss and the French actually have very strong companies in this area. And the innovations can come from anywhere. I mean, the Israelis are doing great work. There are places around the world, but it also, geography doesn't have to be deterministic. It can take one person with one great idea. I mean, you can be in Bulgaria and have the right idea, and all of a sudden Bulgaria can become the center of genomics if you drive your idea through there. So sure, there'll be geographic clustering. There'll be more in Silicon Valley, more in China, more in Israel. But you don't have to be in one of those places to change the world.
Yeah, that is so magical. Here we come back to what we said before about the courage, about the ambition.